Yeah?
Oh, yeah, that's
All
the
right,
goal.
let's go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I don't know if I was necessarily born ready, but I'm ready now.
Alright, so just I have like that sleepy high right now. Like, you know, you're
Just-
like,
you gotta
know?
push through it. You gotta push through it.
Alright, so just talk a little bit more.
Yep. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hi, my name is Timotheus, and welcome to the Who and How Club.
Project your voice just a little bit more. Try to like.
All right. Hello,
I
hello,
want
hello.
to see the waves.
Hey, hey, hey,
It'll be
hey.
easier to edit.
Hi, hi. Hey.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Trust me, once I get hype, I start talking a little bit more engaged.
Yeah, no,
All right,
for
let's
sure.
go.
All right, let me start it off. Oh man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Who and How Club. It's your boy Aristae. Welcome to episode 10. After many, just a few delays, technical difficulties, we're starting up the show. It is 10:44 on August 28th, and it's almost past my bedtime. But instead of being at home preparing for bed, I'm in the West Side, chilling with another human being, another unique human being sitting right across from me. We're gonna introduce him in a few seconds. But first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody tuning in, listening in, supporting the movement, giving those 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and leaving those comments, because we're going up there. We're building this, and you all are a part of this journey. So I just want to shout out everybody who's supporting the movement and who continue to listen on a weekly basis. It's been a long day, but we're going to have a great conversation. Hopefully everybody can learn something from tonight's convo and take something and implement something into their lives. That's the goal with the show, right? We are the Who and How Club. You are the Who and How Club. I'm the Who and How Club. We are the Who's and Hows. So without further ado, sir,
Hey.
you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. My name is
to the club.
Yeah. Thanks, Aris, for having me on the podcast. It's been a long time. We've been talking about this for a while, so I really wanted to get to this point. My name is Timotheus Green. I'm from Durham. Kind of grew up there all my life and everything. I have my beautiful wife Alicia, and I have a 4-month-old Titus. He's amazing. So yeah.
So you
That's
want to give them the bio, the whole resume.
Yeah,
right?
you know, I gotta start off strong.
When we first met, and let's pronounce Timotheus.
Timotheus. Yeah.
That's the way to pronounce.
Well, I make it easy for people. I say, you know, Timothy us. So it's
Timothy us.
People try to overcomplicate the name, but
Okay.
it's pretty straightforward usually.
Yeah. When you see it spelled, you might want to pronounce it like Timotheus or something like.
Well,
from
I like
Greek.
I like Timotheus. So it depends on how you rhyme with like Amadeus.
Exactly.
Do it that way.
Exactly.
But I prefer Prometheus. So
Okay.
Kind of goes with that kind of.
You ever ask like your mom or whoever like why they named you that? Is there some meaning behind it?
Yeah. So a lot of meaning behind it. So if you look at an old King James Bible, it will actually have Timotheus in it. It's from the book of Timothy. So in new translations and stuff like that, you'll see Timothy instead. But originally, for those that don't know, New Testament is written in Greek and Latin. Yes. Greek Latin. So that's where you will find that.
Okay.
And Timothy in the Bible his dad was Greek. So
Yep.
Name, so yeah.
Well,
a little background with that.
100%. Welcome to the club, sir.
Yeah.
We cheers on this show.
All right.
And eye to eye.
There we go.
Welcome.
It's dry talking.
So yeah, you were talking right off the bat. You mentioned that it's been like a year since we first met. Let's give the people some background on how we know each other and why the reason why you're here tonight.
Yeah. So I have my own company called Stuff of Legends, and basically it's pop culture products that I sell at Comic Cons and different events all over Ontario. And one of the events last year, Aris was there. And we ended up talking about video games and just vibing with that kind of stuff and comics and things like that nature. And that he was talking about. Your Eris was talking about his channel that he's trying to work on and things like that. And I respect the hustle with stuff. And I said, okay, let's link up. Let's do that. So we immediately add each other on Instagram. And kind of been following each other back and forth for the last little while. Yeah. And I know we were going to talk about it a little bit later, but you've been revamping your channel and just the vision of what you're trying to accomplish and things like that. And I just kind of like what you've been trying to do. Yeah. So needless to say, we've been trying to hook up for that long time, and then it's finally comes to tonight to this point. Yeah.
And I appreciate that. I think like thinking back at it, right? Like. It's weird how you could just be walking in a mall or something and minding your own business. I think I went to the gym that day. I didn't even know that there was an event happening, right? And it's like a snowball effect. Like everything is connected somehow. Like I was supposed to meet you that day, and we were supposed to not see each other again for like almost a year.
For whatever reason.
I was supposed to be really late today. The laptop is supposed to mess up a bit tonight and delay us, but we're supposed to be here in this moment. Do you believe in things like that? Like everything happens for a reason? Or?
Yeah, I do believe. I have a very strong faith-based belief system. So I believe that for instance, I believe that God destines people to a certain point in place and time for various reasons. Yes. And I believe there's favor on your life when you're at the right place at the right time for different reasons. So. And I think, for whatever reason, there was a lot of things going on last year and even this year for why we haven't connected to this point, but we're here now. So
and we've always kept in touch.
Yeah, which is weird, like
that is weird.
Yeah, nowadays, you I'll add you on Twitch. Oh yeah, I'll add you on Instagram, whatever, and you just don't see the person for whatever reason. Right. And that vibe is gone, that connection's gone for whatever reason. So I'm glad to see that we've been following each other and keeping track with each other.
I think that's important. I think I was talking to you about this off air. Is like, and I was mentioning to your boy as well, Moses in the background. Shout out to Moses #1 for providing the space.
Yes, amazing.
And the scissor that we're sipping. I'm joking. It's just Sprite, ladies and gentlemen. But shout out to Moses in the background. But we were having a little convo about like I feel like when you get that sort of connection, any type of connection, you shouldn't allow it to just escape. You should embrace it. And some people are afraid to connect, or like even with the guy thing, there's this always macho bro thing. Like you run into a guy, a chum, you're like yeah, we're into the same things. Yeah, cool. Later, bro. And you never connect. It's it's kind of hard for guys to make friends. I feel new friends, especially if you haven't been friends with them already. Do you find that as well?
Well, for me, it's not that way, and that has happened over the years. I'm naturally an introvert. I don't like meeting people and talking to new people, but I feel like I've been gifted with the gift of entrepreneurship. And being able to have people comfortable around me when they meet me and stuff like that. So I just realized over the years I had to sharpen that. So now I keep my surroundings pretty tight. Like I have close knit friends and stuff like that. But I'm not afraid to be open about myself and be out there. And I think that's where a lot of people are always afraid of, putting themselves out there, I hear people, where are you going? Oh, I'm going somewhere. It's just like, no, I'm going to the beach, I'm going to the movies. Whatever. Right. Like, and that takes effort, sometimes it's just saying, you know what, I'm just going to be transparent at the moment, And, not everybody you're going to tell your whole life story to, and not everybody you're going to air your business to, but open up a little bit, And
just a little bit, yeah. But isn't it weird to be such an introvert? Yeah. But we're in the business that we're in. We're entrepreneurs. We're artists of some sort. You know what I mean? And our art forms rely on us kind of being extroverted, right? But we are naturally at heart. We just kind of want to be secluded and be at home.
I'll play my video games, leave me alone, don't talk to me.
I made a comment. I know sometimes when I say this, like people get a bit like, but I say I kind of hate people. So for the most part, but people intrigue me at the same time. Like there's that double-edged sword where I think without each other, we kind of need each other, but there are pieces of us on this planet that have kind of ruined the world at the same time, and those are the types, the evils of the world it's where I kind of remove myself from. And
Yeah.
those are the parts of the world I don't want any part of. You know, I kind of shun that part. But us beings that are adding something to the world, that are living in a joyous manner, and we want to spread it with every soul or connection that we make or touch, you know, like I want to connect with those types of people. I want to have conversations with those people.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay attention to any negatives, you know what I mean, or any people who are kind of detriment to our well-being.
Yeah.
So when I say like I kind of dislike, those are the folks I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The game players, the liars, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, people that detract from your life, you know, there's a saying that says, you know, you're the average of the 5 people you hang out the most with, you know. And I always keep that in front of my mind, you know. If I want to get to the next level, who am I surrounding myself with? You know, is it people that are, you know, negative? Is it people that are always, you know what, I can't do this, I can't do that? No, it's people that are positive, to going like, you know what, I might not have the funds, I might not have the people around me to do what I need to do, but I'm going to push through it and get through where I need to be. And those are the people I like hanging around with, and those are the people that I'm having shared experiences with, you know.
Is it safer to just be by oneself?
I don't.
In this world that we live in,
we like to think we're safer, you know, but you know, I remember a while ago, and I was talking to my mentor about this, and I was going like, you know, I'm a pretty patient guy, you know, I don't have anger problems, I'm like a pretty even-keeled guy. And then I started dating my wife. Then I realized I'm not a patient guy at all. So it's like, you know, when you're by yourself, you go like, oh yeah, you know, I'm good, I'm good. But you know, and I think you need somebody, and you know, there's the verse in the Bible talks about iron sharpens iron. You know, you need to
steel
have
sharpens steel.
You know, you need, you know, diamond cuts diamond. You know, so you need to have people around you that see that blind spot, see those edges, see those things that you need to soften and, you know, sand away and all those type of things that you by yourself you're not gonna know.
Yeah.
And I don't think we get to our best self if we are by ourselves.
By ourselves. No, I'm with you. I believe I wanted to just know what you thought. Like I mentioned earlier, like we need each other to some extent. You know, the ability to connect. That's just our natural. We're born to connect. We're born to share. You know what I mean? It's just the way. It's a societal thing where people are afraid to share. That has been, you know. There are kids growing up right now who don't even know how to have a conversation. It's like it's becoming like a lost art. You know, but these are things we were given voices, brains, eyes. You know, we all have these things, these features that, you know, we're on the same. Our goal is to kind of like we're the same. We're different, but we're also the same. You know, and we do need each other.
We still bleed red. You know, we still experience pain, we still experience emotions, right? And once we understand that, then, you know, we understand each other.
Well, we start to see ourselves in each other.
Exactly.
And I think that's missing in some parts of the world, and that's been going on forever, right? But even in this first world country that we live in, where we're so...
Our social media,
right? We don't see ourselves in anybody. We're so busy trying to be
somebody else.
We're forgetting about ourselves.
Exactly.
So that's why I created like a platform like this where I could just listen. Let me listen to you. Let me listen to your story. Let me share pieces of me with you too. Let's enjoy this moment and learn from one another.
Exactly.
And hopefully teach somebody else out there who might be afraid to come out and share their stories. Hopefully this inspires somebody tonight.
I hope.
And they're like, you know, let me share more on myself. Let me focus on me. Build me up. And, you know, and think about those 5 people in my circle. Make sure they're the right people, etc. Right?
Exactly.
So going back to when we met. So we connected we were talking about video games. And
I'm not a gamer.
And tell the people more like what you were doing that day. You were selling your own like, products and merch and stuff like that.
So we sell a lot of different merchandise. I'm mostly heavily on. The goal with Stuff of Legends is to have pop culture items that can work in everyday life stuff. So you know, the wallet, the keychain, you know, the socks, the kind of things that you can.
I bought a few keychains.
You know, it's like you can integrate it into your lifestyle without somebody going like, oh, that's a nerd. You know, it's just like no, it's part of me. You know, I always like to say, like, I'm a diamond. I have a lot of facets, you know, I'm like, you know, I'm not just a gamer. I'm not just this thing. So that's kind of the goal with Stuff of Legends, to do the same, where we have these pop culture items that are, you know, I can integrate into my lifestyle. And, you know, I'm showing my fandom, but, you know, it's a little understated, so that way I can wear it with anything I'm doing or whatever. And yeah, so we ended up talking. You saw some of the God of War stuff, and I was just playing that. I think I was like halfway through it or something. And you know, I was going through the story.
We were talking about the Valkyries.
Yeah, you know, and just like, man, we're going through. This is such an epic game and stuff like that. So we just started geeking out about that, and you know, it ended up becoming Game of the Year. I think we were talking about it at the time. I said I'm pretty sure this is gonna be Game of the Year.
100%.
And it turned out it was. I actually was right twice in a row. The year before that was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
And I knew that it would have been Game of the Year, and that turned out as well. So stuff like that we were ended up talking about, and you know. But it turned out that it wasn't just video games we had more connection on, which was good.
Yes. And I had met your wife that day as well.
Yes, yeah, she's amazing partner.
Before we leave off of the games, what are your thoughts on no DLC? No for God of War.
I'm fine with it. You know why? Because I felt like the story was complete. You know, it's like one of those movies where, okay, there's Loki at the end. Okay, you know, for a spoiler. You know, but you know. But like
it bothered me.
It did.
It bothered me.
It did.
Because you can expand. There's so much. You know what I mean? Especially when you went into the different realms that we didn't have access to. They could have easily given us some DLC on that. And then just wrap the game up. Now we gotta wait for part 2.
But you know why? Because I feel the development.
And it's gonna be in a different generation. Like we're gonna get it on PS5 for sure. And like I don't know. I want to stay in this world. I don't want to just leave the game alone after I beat it. Make me come back to it. No?
I don't understand that, but I went after listening to like the head director. Excuse me. The head director, and just how the effort they put in the years into that storyline. And then them panning out, like he literally cried once he heard the feedback, right? Like, you know, they made something that was truly epic, and you know, shifted. It was still felt like a God of War story, but it was a whole new story. And
how did you feel when those Blades of Chaos?
You know, it's just like, for me, I didn't play the other 3 games, so I didn't like get
Excuse me?
Can
we switch in this
conversation? I didn't have PS2 back then.
What is going on here? Who are you?
You know, I actually watched all the videos before the game released. I read every article before the game released and stuff like that. So I felt I was like up to date on the story so far.
Fair enough, but you gotta play. Those old games, you can still play them today, man. I know the graphics are kind of trash, but the storyline is such an early, stage of that series. They had it from the beginning. You know, I think they really.
But that's the thing, because they put in so much effort into this God of War 4. I feel like. You know, I would rather them just put in an effort for a next sequel and them doing it just even better, you know, versus a DLC that they'll pump out and it's like, okay, the cash grab it for another 20, 30.
I would have spent some money on
I know, I would have, yeah, of course. And they could have done that, but I kind of trust a developer when they don't go that route. When they say, you know what, we're not going to just capitalize on this right now. We're going to make something better for the next series. And I think that's what they're going to do, and I think hopefully it's for a PS5 kind of, like their main thing that they're going to release with it, and exclusive thing, and it would be good. Because I know I was talking to some guys and they were like, man, I'm just an Xbox guy, and I went out and bought a PS4 so I could play that. You know? So I think PlayStation has a good handle on it if they stick with that kind of format.
You heard that?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, we'll get back to games and stuff like that after, but so I met you and your wife that day, right?
Yeah.
And all I could think about was like, okay,